Hey guys, we are hiking. Crystal and I are on our hiking date.
Hi.
It's what we do for dates nowadays. We get out in nature and we find that it connects us a lot more. Just visiting and being together, it connects us so much more than what we used to do. But anyway, just had a thought about health. How would I say, like, health challenges as it relates to emotional health and as it relates to overall well-being and so on. For instance, it was a therapist that made me aware of this. I never drew a connection at all, but I was in a religion, and I don't think I was meant to be in it. That's all I can really say. I was in my faith, and I wasn't meant to be there. And I was Mormon, raised Mormon, went on a Mormon mission, and I just don't think that I was meant to be in that faith. Like, that's how I feel. And I felt that way from the time I was 13, when they started making me go to church, and I felt that way even 20 active years in the faith. I felt all the time like, man, I do not belong here. I am not like everybody else. I do not feel what they're feeling. This is not where I'm supposed to be. And, it wasn't until 3.5 years ago that I realized, and thank goodness for Crystal, because Crystal helped me realize, she helped me realize that I was just in this unhealthy space, and like being in an unhealthy marriage, that's not good for you. It's not gonna serve you long term. Like, you should be happy. So, same thing. So anyway, this therapist, I had left my faith, and this therapist, I was talking about these stomach issues that I had and how debilitating these stomach issues were. And I remember it was the first time the therapist brought it to my attention.
Wait, just have to see the pretty leaves. Okay, keep going.
And this therapist said, he said, hey, have you, how are those stomach issues now and doing now? And I said, oh my gosh, yeah, my stomach is doing so much better. And then I remember he said, well, yeah, that was probably, he just kind of said it like he sees it all the time. He's like, yeah, that was because, the emotional distress you were under, from being in a space you didn't belong to, and all the shame and guilt and all of that you were suffering from was causing, the stomach issues. And you remember that, Crystal, when we made that connection? And I just remember, I was kind of taken back by it. I was shocked, actually. Well, it's something to be aware of. Crystal and I are getting really, really big on awareness. And as you know, we like things that are deep, we like things that, go below the surface. And just, how do you start to realize if you're, maybe if there's connections there? Self-awareness, actually. I think you have to start asking yourself different questions like, do I really love my life? Is it what I would choose? Do I have joy? Would I do this if I didn't have the obligation? The way one life coach put it, I can't remember his name, but he put it, if it's not something that makes you feel like, hell yes, I want to do that. If it's not like that, then don't do it. So how many things like that are in your life that you just do out of sheer obligation that are actually causing you stress, weighing you down, wearing you out, costing you time with your family? how many things are there like that out there? And so you find this self-awareness, and then you start to step into who you really are, which is, that's been Crystal's in my journey for the last 3.5 years. That's kind of been our journey. And it's a lot of fun, actually, to find yourself. It's a lot of fun, but you got to have self-awareness. And in addition to self-awareness, I think you might really benefit from the observation of others.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is helpful.
You talk.
I don't know how to flip it.
Here, I'll hold it.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's not flipped to me. You have to turn it.
Oh, I gotta go like this.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
I just think that is, once you can like drop your guard and not be so defensive about things, which has been a long time coming for Sean and I. You know, like if we're trying to point out the things in each other that, you know, they might not be aware of, it's hard not to get angry and upset, and it's hard for that to not be the reason for a fight. But Sean and I have actually just gotten so much better where we can accept a bit of criticism, but it doesn't cut us so deeply anymore. It's not like so painful when you say something to me that I'm unaware of, and vice versa. We don't react to it the way we used to, because for some reason it's just not as painful anymore, and we're just in a place where we can hear it and think about it and see where we can improve. And that's probably been like the biggest thing for us.
I found you a crystal.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So
keep going, yeah?
So that was all I wanted to say, is just finally getting to a place where we can take that feedback from one another. And since we've been able to be in that place, we're growing so much more, because no longer are we getting so offended about those things.
And that's cool also, that we can kind of observe in one another, like I can tell when you're not well, and you can tell when I'm not well, and then the ability for you to say, what's up, you seem a little off, and then rather than me snapping and you know, causing a big war, because I really am in a bad space, but I don't want to acknowledge it. Yeah. But instead I just kind of, I trust your observation. I trust that you're not going to manipulate and use that against me. Yeah. And then I say, well, why might I be off? And then I go, oh my God, obvious why I'm off. It's because of this. You know what I mean? When I'm off, I'm off. And I have to trust that you know that. Yeah. So useful, helpful. Okay, guys, catch you later.
Bye.